This one skill has actually helped accelerate the progress of our agency, and that skill is called cold calling. Now, cold calling can actually change the trajectory of your business, it can make it grow like 10 times. But that's if done right. If done wrong, it can just basically be a waste of time and something I would not recommend you to do if you can't actually do it. So, how exactly do you do it? I'm going to give you a step-by-step process. And now if you want me to practicalize it for you live or something, maybe if you want to actually see how exactly it's done, just let me know in the comments below if you want me to cold call someone in front of the camera and just show you guys how it's done. So first step is something I've recommended before. Use Google Maps. Think about how many businesses deliberately put in their numbers, put in their emails, and put in their websites for everybody to see. So why the hell are people ignoring that? Why are people ignoring that? I don't know. But you can basically find every information you need to find almost every business. You find their numbers and their emails just there for you to take and give them a phone call. But don't call them yet. Check out their page or whatever, their website. If they look qualified enough, not too big, not too small, for you to actually reach out to, then fine. When you get them, put them into a spreadsheet. That's number 2. Have a spreadsheet, or you can even use Microsoft Word. Just have a good list of the businesses you want to reach out to, their numbers, what type of businesses, whatever data or information you want to put under that business. You can just put that in a word processor like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. If you're dead broke or something, you have this. Just have a pen and paper and that's what you have to do. It doesn't really matter. Just have a place where you keep those things. Now, we're moving on to the best parts, which is how do you actually do the calling? When you have the numbers, how are you going to make it effective? Good. Now, the first thing you need to do is to introduce yourself in less than 30 seconds. Just give them a good call and make it nice, and please do not make it sales. You don't sound like a salesman. So for example, I can just take a phone right now and be like, hey, I'm calling from blah blah blah. Now that in itself is salesy, but it all depends on your tone, right? And you can say, I know you want to hang up right now, but please can you just give me 30 seconds or 1 minute of your time? That's very important because you're doing something very, very crucial, which is ask for permission. Make sure they are the ones that give you the power to go on. They are more willing to listen to you when they know that they are the ones that actually told you to continue. So give them that power, give them that feeling of control, but do not lose your feeling or do not lose your perception of authority. You need to make sure they know that you are the right person to speak to. They need to make sure you know that you are worthy of being spoken to. Right, so it's very important. Now, the next one is very simple also. I lied, it's not simple, right? You have to tap into the deepest emotions of your clients. Now, it's very, very common for everybody to want to only go logically. Even me, I am a logical guy. So it's very common for you to want to use a logical approach to it. But business, a lot of times, and money is desire and emotions. And a lot of times, you need to tap into those emotions, right? You need to find out what exactly is the biggest problem they have, what is the biggest, strongest desire they have. Now, in order for you to do that, it's inevitable for you to ask some questions. So make sure you don't ask too much questions. Ask the best questions you can ask that is not going to be overwhelming. Try to use your subconscious or use your brain to actually tap in and be like, what?
Say guy.
Right, yeah. Just try to, think about what exactly is wrong with their business. How can you help them? And what emotions, do they feel the most, right? If you have that, that's fine, right? You can actually convince them better if you can connect to their emotions. Now, the next one you need to be able to do is get the most important info of the service you're offering. Just get that out there, right? Get the most important info out there. So, for example, if you are a content agency, right, or if you're a design agency, get the most popular service that you actually offer. Just tell them only that. And if they say something like, we don't need that, we thought we were doing more of this, most likely what they thought you were doing also fits into the services you provide. So you can just be like, oh yeah, we actually do that too. We did that for a client last week, something. Just try to relate it with something that can make you more trustworthy. Right. Oh, we actually did that. Oh, we did that last week for this client. Oh, we weren't actually aware they needed that, because it wasn't that obvious. But now that you mentioned that, you can find, for uh, but you can just say anything you want to say. Oh no, that's mistake. Can't say anything you want to say. Let's start again. So last but not the least is make sure you get the important info out there, right? If you're a design service, for example, you can get out the most popular service you offer to the client, and they're going to be like, oh, if they actually like that service, that's fine. You have won that client, but that's the most popular service. So the odds are they actually want that service, right? But if they don't want that service, maybe they say something like, oh, I don't really want that service. I feel like we need more of this, and we thought you were offering this. Now, more times than not, you are actually offering that service too. You just didn't mention it. So just tell them that, oh yeah, we offer that service. We actually did that last week, right? But we weren't aware you needed that. It wasn't that obvious. But now that you mention it, I think you actually need that. And with that, you can win their trust, and they'll be like, oh, okay, fine. I think we are going to move forward with this. Maybe you can send us some samples. Now, if they say you can send us some samples, that is like, that is very good. That is the time. That is the time for you to win them over, right? That is basically the time for you to win them over. So do whatever you can to win them over by sending them those samples. Now, if they don't reply, don't don't be desperate. Give them a day or two. Then come back to them. That is called following up. Give them a day or two, then come back to them. Now, if you're always only on them for a long period of time, hey, how's it going? Blah 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 blah. If you're a desperate salesman, it's tempting for you to think that is being persistent. That is like chasing your goals, whatever sales tactic a lot of salesmen use. Do not do that. Do not be desperate. Because number one, you are going to create the illusion that they have leverage over you. You don't have enough clients and you need them more than they need you. So what do they do in that case? Even if they want to work with you, they're basically going to exploit you by reducing the prices by more than half, right? And they will know that you're probably going to pick that because you actually need that client. So do not create that illusion, right? Create the illusion rather that you don't need them, even when you do. Very important, right? But be polite, don't be rude. But just do not be desperate. Now, I don't want to make this video too long. What I'm going to do is very simple. If you actually need me to cold call in front of you and just show you how it's done, from actually checking out Google Maps, picking out the numbers, and calling the numbers, and setting deals, tell me and I'll actually do that. All right, next time.